Hey everyone, Skull902 here. The Sonic franchise had been without a full-fledged animated series for 5 years after the cancellation of Sonic Boom in 2017, and while we've gotten some fantastic short-form animation since, there was a bit of a longing for a true animated series. In December 2020, we found out we'd be getting one, and it was properly announced 2 months later as Sonic Prime, a Canadian-American production by Wild Brain and Man of Action exclusively for Netflix. Over time, we found out it'd be a CG animated series, being based more so on the games like how Sonic X was. The plot, focusing on Sonic's adventures in the Shatterverse, sounded like it could be interesting. Is that how it turned out? Let me tell you what I thought. When it comes to the writing, I thought this show handled itself pretty well. I like the serialized nature of the episodes, and the plot overall is pretty good. The alternate worlds were fun to see too. I think the pirate one was my least favorite, but that's not really saying much. I rather enjoyed the jungle one because the characters on both sides of the conflict were in the wrong for different reasons, and Sonic had to get them to see the light. Speaking of the characterization, I think I can agree with the camp saying Sonic seems kinda dumbed down in this show. Every once in a while his motor mouth can get pretty annoying too. Sonic's a quipster, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it feels like the script isn't giving itself enough space. It's still no detriment though. Sonic is still recognizably him in terms of personality. One thing I really liked was that they weren't afraid to play the other world's versions of the cast differently, with some portrayals even being villainous. They're alternate realities, so it only makes sense. Otherwise, we had some nice dialogue and a healthy amount of good jokes, too. The actors, I think, did their jobs fairly well. Shannon Chan Kent as Amy and her variants was the best in my opinion, with Brian Drummond as Eggman and most of his variants at a close second. Devin Mack's Sonic can sound almost like a Sonic parody at points in the early goings, but I think over the course of the season you hear improvements and I have no reason to suspect it won't keep getting better. I feel the same way about Ashley Ball as Tails. His voice comes off a little weird to me, but I think it's just a case of the actor needing time to adjust, which is normal. Knuckles having a different actor from the normal one for all of his variants kinda confused me, because he's really the only one so far who's been getting that treatment. Big's just about the only role I feel was miscast. I still think he sounds too smart. Aside from that, I do kinda think the animation looks off in a way I can't really describe. It feels like the type of animation you get in a fan project if the animator had a good amount of experience. I liked the music well enough. The credits theme really sticks out to me, gives me an early 2000s vibe, and had me excited to go watch the next episode every time I heard it. Overall, it's not my favorite Sonic cartoon, and I don't think it's the best one either, but I think what we have here is solid and continues a positive trend Sonic has been on this year. There'll be another 2 seasons at some point, and I'm legit excited to see how they play out. Good work on this one, fellas. But that'll do it for this video. For my next review, I'm going back to the Ice Age franchise with a look at both of its television specials. Until then, I have been Skull902, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.